All right, so let's jump into Star Wars news. That will cover all news, announcements, TV shows, movies, probably toys, because somebody likes to make me freak out because my wallet always hurts. And let's see what the Comic-Con era announcements were for 2023. All right, you ready?
I am absolutely prepared.
You seem like you weren't as prepared as you thought you were. You got
Well, I am. I just wanted to pull up one fact here, just so I have off to the side. So this is a fun piece of news. Just some comic stuff. So on the left, they announced a homage variant they were doing for issue 1 of issue 35. Dr. Aphra is having an homage to issue 1 of Star Wars. Just a pretty cool looking cover. And at the same time, I found out that Hyperspace Stories issue number 10 was solicited, and this is the cover at the moment. It's going to actually feature the first appearance of the Bad Batch in comics. We had their first appearance on the cover as a variant cover, but not actually in a story. So if you want to pick up their first story, that. And the Hyperspace Stories have been pretty fun. Those have been pretty good comics out of Dark Horse that has been taking over that role the IDW had with the adventures.
That's annoying. Okay, we're going to pretend like... Nope. Okay.
On top of that, there's a little piece of news, which was Lucasfilm received a bunch of Emmy nominations for Andor, Obi-Wan, and Mandalorian. I will say most of those Emmy nominations were for Andor. The Obi-Wan was mostly regarding costume and music, and Mandalorian was also about the same: costume, score, and I think visual as well, visual effects. Which, to be fair, those shows did good for that. But Andor took most of it home. And the crazy part, Andor, most of those awards they got for Andor were from that last episode. They specified it was the parade on the square.
Very good. Thank you. I was actually not aware until Kellen Shade said that. I guess I have an affiliate anniversary. Was not aware of that. Okay, so yeah, not sure what Obi-Wan Kenobi, although you know that's my homeboy, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Not really sure what groundbreaking costuming they did, since it's Obi-Wan Kenobi. And
they made that comic costume a reality, so that's enough right there, you know.
All right, so that's pretty cool. 23 Emmy nominations. Hey, and you know, let's talk about it. The enemies there. If you want to make it more diverse, Andor had an amazing cast of women that I think you could probably throw a few awards on there. They did a great job. And if the
ISB agent was a favorite of mine.
If you're looking to give some ladies some love, Andor was there. There's a lot that you can give out some pretty nice awards there. If you're looking, just gonna put that out there as somebody who a little bit of Star Wars nerd and want to see Star Wars win all. Plus, I happen to love Andor, and a lot of people didn't. So if they're winning all these awards, maybe we'll get some more love for it.
And now on to all the toys.
Really? That's what you're doing? You're gonna go from that? Okay.
So it's a shame that Kachoon's not here this week to see this either. I had some teases for him, so it hurts soul. Pre-Vizsla, because we talked about before. When we covered Pre-Vizsla a while ago, he had no toys at all, and they're rectifying that. They have a Black Series figure right here, which looks fantastic.
It does.
And they also have a vintage series, which I didn't show. It's basically that really same well designed, just the smaller figure. Yeah.
Wasn't there more news? Are you getting other news? There had to be a lot more announcements than just.
There is one I'll bring up after when a certain toy shows up, but it's not like it's mostly. It's heavily confirmed by stuff, but it's not like 100% confirmed. And I don't want to put any huge rumors out there.
With our giant audience, it would be
irresponsible. I know. On top of Pre-Vizsla, getting those two, they gave him Gentle Giants as a 1-in-6 statue of him. It's about $100, if I'm not mistaken, 100 wherever.
That's cool, but for some reason, I can never get with the bust. I really can't. Like, I don't. I'd rather have the whole thing and spend the extra $50 for the whole kit and caboodle.
Mm.
Good Lord!
So this is what I was going to bring up about the rumor. This is a vintage collection, Darth Revan. This went for pre-order and it sold out instantly. Not even, I think it was like within an hour it sold out. And I didn't even know it existed until that moment. I heard.
Yeah, so much so that even though I like toys and I think I keep pretty well informed of this, I had no idea that this was up until it was already gone.
So the rumor that I didn't include in the news was the Acolyte TV show. Um, there are two actors who were casted in it. Keanu Reeves and Carrie Ann Moss are casted for. They will be appearing in a cameo appearance. That's going to be a flashback to the height of the Jedi Order at its peak. Now that Acolyte set 100 years before Phantom Menace, so the peak at that point before then would obviously be the Old Republic. You know, everyone's saying Keanu Reeves. A lot of people want Keanu Reeves as Revan. I'm not 100% for that. I like the idea, but I don't like it. And then Carrie Ann Moss, if she's playing her character, I mean, Basilag is one a lot of people were thinking of. I don't know if that works. Her being the exile could also be pretty fun for the second game.
Is this paired? Okay, so here's my thing. Keanu Reeves would have been awesome before he was John Wick. Now, literally, no one can say anything about him but saying John Wick. So he'll just be like John Wick, Star Wars, John Wick. Like that's all they'll say. Keanu Reeves could be cool. I happen to like my people like that of a little bit more unknown. I always think unknown actors who do a good job is better for me than really famous people. That's just my taste. And Carrie Ann Moss is fine. How old is Carrie Ann Moss?
That's why I was like, it's a weird decision.
I'm not trying to be a jerk, but she's. I know they got history together, but I mean,
she is currently 55 years old. Okay. I don't think she's playing Bastila. If anything, she'd be playing the Exile. I don't think that makes sense either, but that's the thing. There was no 100% confirmation, but it was apparently confirmed through different sources at the same time.
All, she's beautiful, obviously. So, I mean, she'll pull it off if she needs to. Exile makes more sense to me because that's a created character. That's create your own character. She could be any age, any person. So that one makes a little bit more sense to me. We know what Bass looks like. She's already got statues, the whole 9.5. Keanu Reeves, again, like I was saying right here, she mentions it too. He's a created character. That's the only reason why Keanu Reeves is okay with me. Just in my personal fan fiction, he's not a 60-year-old dude, Revan. He's just not.
And the thing is, we're presumably gonna, if we do see Revan, I would imagine he's gonna be in that mask, the classic mask, where he's mostly not gonna be seeing his face. So it's the voice, and I don't think Keanu Reeves has a good voice for that kind of character.
I don't think you hire Keanu Reeves and not have his face. He would.
That's why it's kind of like
he's gonna take his mask off and show his face. So
yeah. But, you know, that was the news I didn't include. And
okay, so here's my thing. I would rather have Not Perfect than not. I want him, and he's already part of canon, but more so would be fine, and I'm okay with that. A good mask belongs on the head. The mask is so Revan though, like it's
iconic. It's just as iconic as the two lightsabers.
It's like Vader, Stormtrooper, Revan, probably in that order. Like it's that iconic, I would think.
So on top of that, so Black Series, they had 3 figures for the Ahsoka series. Hera's one. Ahsoka I didn't include because we've seen it multiple times. It's the new it's basically the same one from Mandalorian, just a little bit of the new outfit changes. I like this Hera. I think it looks good. Obviously, it's different. We'll see how it turns out.
Actor Hera, so you got to suck up. And the more I looked at it, honestly, the more I looked at it, I only saw it in the box. When you see it outside of the box, like on the right, it does look a lot better.
Which is why I include those images so you can get a better idea of the detailing.
But yeah, no, I get it. Like, and she's and it was a good choice so far. Most of the casting on Ahsoka's been pretty.
Oh, right. Great! It looks great. And then there's the Sabine one. I saw that face you made. Sabine, yep, she comes with her 2 blasters, her helmet, and her lightsaber. If you want, or Ezra's lightsaber, if you wanted to.
The one on the right with the helmet on looks amazing. By the way, I think that looks awesome.
Yeah.
Why she has a green lightsaber? I'm a little confused about.
You don't know why?
Yeah, no, I don't. Why does she have a green lightsaber?
That's Ezra's lightsaber. Remember?
Yeah, I know that, but like, why does she have it?
Well, she got it at the end. He has it to her, hold on to her at one point at the end of Rebels, but you didn't watch any of the trailers, did you?
I don't watch the trailers. You know that because it spoils everything.
Well, then you got more spoilers here.
I don't spoil nothing. He said, "Hold on to it, woman." He didn't say use it. He said, "Hold on to this. I'll be right back."
Oh, wait. Then I'll let you find out when you watch the show.
All right. And this is what I'm looking at some of these actors for the first time, by the way, because I don't watch this. I don't watch the trailers.
I showed you the pictures from when the announcements came out.
I honestly try not to look at them, to be honest with you. The hair though is bothering me. Is their hair purple? Is it green?
It's purple.
Okay, because she's a very colorful person. If they don't make her all super colorful, I'm going to be a little.
Yeah, the hair matches really well. She has the long hair, and she does the cut off for the short hair.
That's all I care about. Oh, sorry. That was inappropriate. I apologize.
Another one. You got the vintage series, and they have the Rebels banner on the top, which is nice. It's Thrawn.
Yeah, I don't have nothing to say. Like, even though that doesn't look like Rebels Thrawn, it's fine. Like, I'm here for it. Here for it all. I'm really, really scared about Disney with Thrawn, but we're gonna do the best we can with it. That looks awesome. Give me 2.
On to the fun part.
Oh God!
I'm not sure if you saw that.
Oh, I already know about this. Yeah.
All right.
I was fine once I saw that $500 price tag. You know.
Yeah. So this is the thing. So HasLabs is the thing where they have they fund projects. People pay into the project, and then after they get so many backers that they set the goal for, they will produce it and they'll make it. And they have stretch goals. They have stretch goals. After so many more backers, they'll have other things. So they're doing a ghost. Obviously, the measurements are there. It's almost 3 feet long by over 2 feet wide.
Very big.
Tall. It's
what are you guys doing with all this stuff? Like,
yeah, it's huge. And it comes with all that stuff, including the Phantom. It comes with Chopper inside the Phantom, too.
This is borderline cool. This is borderline my dream toy, honestly. Like, with all the memories I have with my son, I've talked about it before. This is the show we watched together when he was little. This is borderline dream. But if you say, can you put a price on Dream? Yes, you can. $500 is the price I will not go for on my Dream.
So I'll bring that price tag up in a second because it's pretty interesting. So the next slide, if you click it, I have another picture there. So the left is, you can see the interior with the vintage. The vintage style figure fits it. So the 3.5, 3.25, whatever it was.
This is a vintage one, really?
So you mentioned the vintage style. Yeah, that's how big it is. Don't forget. So coinciding alongside the Ghost, they're doing a vintage series Hera, and what they're doing is they're using the murals from the thing as the backing board.
I love that. I love that card, man. That card's really cool.
It's really cool. And here's the thing. So I'm gonna tell you right now what their goal was originally 8,000 backers to do the whole project. It met its goal. It still has 42 days left. September is when they're cutting it off, and they're going to produce it regardless. Now, they're doing 3 other figures as stretch goals, as how many are backers. If you click the next slide, you'll see the 3. They have Ezra on the left, Kanan in the middle, and Zeb on the right with that amazing artwork. Here's the stretch goals. Ezra is 11,000 backers. Kanan is 14,000, and then at Zeb is 17,000. That's when they'll release them alongside it.
Where are they at right now?
I'm going to tell you right now. It's currently at just over 8,500 backers, so only 500 more than the base. There's still 42 days left. Okay. But here's something I want you to think about for a second. And people say, "Oh, they're struggling to make money and all this stuff, right? The toys and all that." 8,500 people buying each toy, and you can buy multiple. You can go up to 5 in your cart. That's $4.2 million already on that one right there. Not counting more people are probably going to buy or the later market. Even if they spent $250 to make it, still at $200 a pop, they're like profiting $2 million.
Here's the thing, like, I don't have $500, but like I said, it's a thing with me and my son. If they hit the goal to get all of these, it will literally be something I have to like turn off my phone to not do it. Because then I'll start saying, well, I could just save like $100 a month or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I'll start trying to tell myself it's okay because of like, okay, well, let's just move along.
So on to another toys. So Lego finally announced the 3 sets that they were doing for Ahsoka, full images. They all look great. So on the left, this is the first one here. It's the Ahsoka shuttle. It comes with Ahsoka, Sabine, and Inquisitor, which they actually named him. And so it's not Barriss Offee, nor is it what's it called? Nor is it a someone we already knew. And it comes with the droid as well. I can't read his name, nor can I remember his name.
All right, so we got the Ahsoka Tano Jedi shuttle.
And it rotates too. You can turn it like so you can turn the fin to be sideways or vertical, like the original one they did.
All right.
Yeah. This one I love. I really like this. This is the cool E-Wing as well as Shin's Starfighter. So you get Balin and Shin to Dark Side Adepts. Little R2 droid in the yellow and blue scheme pilot, and then you got the Magistrate lady from the Mandalorian episode with Ahsoka. It's also the first time you got an E-Wing as a set, which is cool. And I love her ship. That design there looks really cool.
Yeah, that looks real cool. Yeah.
And the other set was the Ghost that we already seen before.
Something. Oh, that's hideous. What is that?
So this is the other Lego set. It was talked about for a while. They were doing a Chewbacca little statue, and everyone was like, "It's gonna be horrible." And they never had pictures of it, and they finally did, and it looks atrocious.
Chewie, what did they do to you, my brother?
It looks so bad. It's so funny, and there's a really funny thing later on. There's a big Chewbacca statue at some Lego place. I think it's a Legoland or somewhere. And they were like, "Oh, that one has cake. He has a big butt, very voluptuous." And is this Chewbacca gonna have a big butt too? And it's just flat, very flat back going on there.
This is just clothes like cling sheets in the dryer. What did they do to my? Yes,
exactly. I expect this in your Walmart clearance bins next by Christmas time.
Thank you, Cutie Kid.
Thank you very much, Cutie. Now the last toy I wanted to show off is a bit of pain. It's a hot toy. They're doing an Anakin for episode 3, and they did a phenomenal job. They did a new head sculpt and rooted hair. I don't know exactly the details how that works, but it looks phenomenal. It comes with his lightsaber as well as Count Dooku's lightsaber, as well as his full robes as well. They didn't say the price. I don't know if the pre-order is up now or not, but I would presume it's probably like $400, $350 at least.
That's freaking creepy. Like, that is so good. It's borderline creepy. That is like, he's looking into my soul right now. I'm gonna be honest with
you. If you better not be a youngling either.
Yes, he's thinking about younglings he's going to murder right now. Actually, it looks like this, at least with that pose, that's right before he cuts off Count Dooku's head, or right afterwards.
Well, yeah. So they came with the lightsaber for. Actually, you'll see it in the next panel. It has Dooku's lightsaber for that. So he comes with the robe as well. And there's the little more action shots.
Absolute hell is this? Is this what's going to be the future? They're always going to be doing this? I don't know.
So the thing was, obviously the sculpt's really well done, but the hair is probably what's giving it the effect, because they said it's rooted hair. So it's obviously a little more developed, but I don't know, rooted hair. Like, that's what they were specifying. They kept hitting that name when they were talking about stuff. It does look like they just took a picture of him.
He's like on the sand. Hey, that's Kenobi stance. Put your hand down. All right, guys, we're gonna throw some pictures up of some of the other toys announced at the Comic-Con that we didn't get a chance to cover. Hope you enjoy it, and thanks for watching.